Holy crap, how many of you guys have seen the trailer for the new Devil May Cry mobile game? Because I just finished it and damn, it looks so freaking good. I am a huge Devil May Cry fan. I played Devil May Cry 1, 2, and 3 back in the early 2000s for the PS2, Devil May Cry 4 for the PS3, and then the new one with the black-haired Dante, which wasn't really to my liking. I felt like at that point they'd kinda killed the game, and it took them 6 whole years to make another title in the franchise, Devil May Cry 5, which was actually incredibly enjoyable and a step back in the right direction. Now, I'm sure you're all awaiting Devil May Cry 6 with bated breath, just like I am, but until then, there is a brand new Devil May Cry title in town, Devil May Cry Pinnacle of Combat. And okay, right off the bat, I do want to say that the character model for Dante looks a little... I don't know, it kind of lacks likeness to the character that I grew up with, but you know, I get it, it's a mobile game, so they're very limited in what they're actually capable of doing. The new game is being developed by Yunchang Game, a Chinese developer. Yes, Chinese, so that is a little concerning to me initially. But I've played some good Chinese games, so I know it's definitely possible the game will turn out well done. Pinnacle of Combat is scheduled to launch within China next year in 2020 after undergoing several rounds of both alpha and beta tests. The game, like most of the games in the Devil May Cry series, focuses around Dante, who, let's be honest, is everyone's favorite character anyway, unless you're a Nero fan. The goal is to introduce brand new characters, whole new stories for Dante and players alike to experience, and while they have every intention of keeping as many elements of the console games intact as possible, they want to introduce features that are going to be exclusive only to the mobile port. While yes, the game is being made in China, according to Capcom, they've been closely observing development of the game with heavy scrutiny. The game takes place like more of a dungeon crawler where players move through instant zones similar to games like Soul Worker or Dragon Nest. Plenty of mechanics present in the console games will be present in the mobile port, such as jumping through the air, real-time swapping between weapons, of which both Rebellion and Ebony and Ivory make their usual appearances. You'll also be able to dodge, parry, and do pretty much everything you normally would in a Devil May Cry game. I don't know how well the action controls are really going to present themselves in game, as I have yet to play it officially, but from what the trailer showcases, it does look pretty damn good. Yes, some players might feel a little intimidated, I guess, especially if they're not used to games with controls as difficult as this seems on mobile devices, but the devs behind the game have assured players, and I'm a little concerned with this statement, that the combat has been simplified. Granted, they're not compromising the combat's depth, but they're attempting to make it easy to pick up for new players. I've never been a fan of the words, "we're simplifying things," though. That has happened time and time again in video games, and it almost always ends in the feature in specific turning out less than stellar. Again, I am a huge fan of the Devil May Cry games. I grew up with them, they helped shape me into the amazing person that I am today. I'm not sure if Devil May Cry Pinnacle of Combat is going to really be good or not. On the one hand, it is developed by a Chinese company, and if history has taught us anything, it's that Chinese games are often not nearly as quality of a product as most other countries' games. And South Koreans only care about graphics. So, with this in mind, I am highly suspicious of how the game will turn out, but with Capcom being in charge of things, or at the very least, supervising things, I guess I can allow my hype for the game to run a little more rampant than I would otherwise. I'm hoping the game turns out well. I'm excited because it looks good from the trailer I've seen. I haven't played it yet, so I'm unable to really elaborate on it any further than that. I know every gaming developer in this day and age wants their very own mobile port of their most popular IPs, but so many mobile games are just copy-pasted clones of one another that they end up hurting the IP more than helping it. I legit hope that this is not the case with Pinnacle of Combat. They have the potential here to make a really badass action game with Dante as the lead. But that's just my opinion, my first impression of the game ahead of its launch. What do you guys think? Did you enjoy it? Do you enjoy it? Will you try it out, or do you even want to? Let me know in the comments below and let's talk about it. Anyway guys, that's it for me. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.
Take it